This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, locales, and incidents are either the products of the imagination or used in a fictitious manner.
So did you already do your morning walk today?
No, I haven't.
What's the routine there? Just go?
Get up. Yep, get up and get to the park, and there's always a bunch of old people, so it's me and a bunch of old people
What are you doing? Walking in a circle?
walking in a circle, rotating around the park.
How many laps do you do?
I usually do one or two.
How big is the park? Pretty
It's a
big?
big park. It's a big park.
How many are you counting your steps or your
I'm not
miles?
counting my steps, but in my mind, I'm racing all the other old people.
Okay. It's nice to set
And
an achievable goal.
yeah, man, I'm usually winning.
What the one time you're losing though, it's a bad day, bro. That's probably a former Olympian old guy.
I mean, I don't count one of the old guys because he beats me.
Oh, for real? What's his deal?
He's jogging.
Oh, well, he leveled. I mean, you got to burst out into a full on sprint next time he comes near you. Like he starts to get close, and it's just like, out of my way, old man. It's time to go. Hit the nitro boost.
Harris wins the race by a mile.
Dude, there you go. Yeah, dude. And you got to rub it in his face after. You can play dirty.
He doesn't even know where. He doesn't even know we're racing. That's the fun part.
He doesn't even know where he is. He thinks he's in Chicago Marathon at 76. he thinks he's swimming in the damn pool. He thinks he's swimming in a lap at the pool. But you know, I guess if you can be the fastest guy at the park and the most mentally sane guy at the park, you're winning two battles there, my friend. You're fucking you're fucking killing it.
Killing it in the morning. That's what I do 9 to 10.
You see, you're not one of these step counter guys where you're counting your steps with your Fitbit. Anything like that?
Nah.
You know, I know a guy who for work they had a contest where it was like whoever gets the most steps this week or whoever walks the most this week wins a prize at the office. And he just put his in a washing machine or the dryer. The washing machine would probably break your phone, but he put it in the dryer and let it run, and he won the contest because the thing just gave him, like 10,000 steps. I was like, damn. I don't know what the prize was. A new Chevrolet Suburban. He got a car out of it. No, I don't fucking know. Probably got like an extra hour of time off, extra long lunch break.
Did he tell you that he put it in the dryer?
Yeah, I don't work with him, so I'm a safe guy to tell. But he told everybody after because it was like a big because everyone was asking, how'd you get that nice new Chevy Silverado? He's like, here's how I won this guy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never been a big step counter. I like walking. I like getting outside.
Yeah.
Get the locomotion going. It's kind of hard where I'm at right now because it's so fucking cold out. So you go outside and it just chills you to your bones. You're numb. And the act of walking itself is pretty unpleasant. But after, when you come back and you're like, oh, the blood rushes back in your body, it's all about that post feeling, dude. It's about that. It's like I just walked out of the cryo chamber, where it's like, ooh, hit the hot tub after. Woo! Dude, that shit goes crazy, man.
You got a hot tub?
Hell yeah, dude. That's the only way I'm surviving out here is the hot tub. I go in the hot tub 2 times a day, dude, because I just get so cold, man. It fucking hurts. So gotta go in, get in there, get in the hot tub, suck it up for like 15 minutes. It's the hot tub's almost similar to the walk in the cold, where the act of being in the hot tub is almost unpleasant itself. Like it's like too hot. There's not much to do there's not much to do in there either. I'll bring my phone out. Sometimes I'm on my phone in the hot tub. Low key could easily. I can't believe I haven't dropped my phone in the hot tub. Honestly, that's shocking to me. And I might have jinxed myself for today, but yeah, dude, I'll just be on my phone in the hot tub for 15 minutes. But after that, I got like a solid hour of straight, warm, fuzzy feelings. Like, you're a damn kid on Christmas morning for it's great, dude. It feels like I'm in a blanket. It's like I'm in a it's like I'm inside a nice microwavable sausage, dude, and I'm just bundled up in that Jimmy John's.
Mm.
Um just taking little nibbles of myself. It's great.
Do other people go into
Dude,
the
no,
hot tub as well, or no?
what's funny, so like when people come visit, they go in the hot tub, but of my family that lives here, I'm the only one that fucking uses it. No one else uses the hot tub. It's really crazy. Like this is such a valuable resource that no one takes advantage of, but it's fine, I'll go for it. And when people come visit, they'll go in it like with me, but as far as the guy using the hot tub, it's pretty much a solo mission, dude. It's pretty much I'm out there amidst the snows. Like, those photos of the monkeys where they're just chilling in the snow
Yeah.
in the hot spring. That's basically me. It's so cold, dude, that like if my hair gets wet, it'll freeze. So my hair will freeze in like a kind of a mohawk or whatever. Kind of
Are there
fun.
animals out there?
Yeah, I once had an encounter with a moose and a baby moose at the hot tub where it was nighttime and I was just in the tub and the mom and baby started coming up the steps like to
Oh
get onto the
no.
porch to get onto the hot tub, which was not tight. It was pretty scary. But like the baby like couldn't walk on the icy steps, so it kept falling and slipping and and it just like took forever to get up there, which bought me some time. And I was trying to figure out like if they could even see me and I didn't know. So what I did was like a cartoon. I started on one side of the tub and it looked like they were looking at me. It started on one side of the tub and I ducked down underneath the water and then I moved over to the other side of the hot tub and I popped my head back up again and the moose turned its head and readjusted and looked right at me. And I was like, fuck. Like this thing sees me, dude. And it sucks. I mean, you don't want to be between a mom animal and their baby. Like you definitely never, I mean, a moose will fuck you up. Never want to be in that position ever. But
Hmm.
I was also really cozy in the hot tub and I wasn't sure what am I supposed to do? Just jump out the tub and try not to slip and fall, try to make a quick I mean, your options are very limited. I thought about putting the cover of the hot tub over me like a turtle, and kind of going into the shell, but I could probably suffocate that way,
Maybe.
you could probably die. Like I didn't want to die in the hot tub either. I love it in there, but not that much. So I basically just jumped. I just had to jump out of there. I jumped out, ran inside, and waited until they left, and then I came out and I closed the hot tub. But I don't know, man. It's crazy out there. Walking in the yard once, I didn't have a flashlight, and it's like pitch black at night. There's no lights, no light pollution really, and I was walking in the yard, and I like decided to turn my flashlight on because I couldn't see anything, and I turned my flashlight on, and there was a moose like dead ass like 2 feet in front of me. The light shined right into his fucking eyes, and luckily he freaked out too. He freaked out and ran the opposite way, and I freaked out. We both freaked out at the same time and just ran. So that could have gone way
two
worse.
two cowards in the woods.
Yeah, dude, exactly. I was happy. I was happy.
No offense.
No, I mean, dude, I'm scared of those things. I mean, they're basically like alien creatures, dude. You look at them, they're real cool. I mean, they're real cool. I'll get close to them if I'm on the porch and they're on the ground, so there's sort of a barrier between us. And even then, is like, I mean, it's definitely sketchy, but there's a barrier, and I'm very quiet and very. It's like if you don't disturb them, they'll like be pretty chill. Um, like we have neighbors here that like the kids, they'll be like little kids and they'll be like, "Oh my god, it's a moose. Oh my god, it's a moose." And the moose is just like, "Fuck off," and just, walks away cuz you're fucking screaming at it in your little annoying ass kid voice. Like the child's register, which is in between, a grown man's low voice and like a baby's scream. And that baby scream is, psychologically wired to make us like turn and notice right away and be annoyed. Like, oh, I've got to fulfill my evolutionary duty to take care of like this younger thing. So you have a child that's in between that. A child's voice is like a half baby scream in terms of just annoying, piercing register. It's very, I don't know. I mean, I don't like listening to a child's voice, dude. It's very, you know.
You're not gonna have kids, huh?
I'm gonna just skip. I'm gonna inject them with hormones so they just skip to puberty. So their balls drop like right away. They're just like, "Sup, dad? You got any milk for me? Mom got any milk?" You know? Yeah, dude. I don't know. Or I'll just not let them talk. You know.
That's one way people have raised children. What
They
is
turn
it?
out better that way, dude. You know, they turn out.
Children should be seen, not heard.
Yeah, dude, they turn out better that way. It usually turns out pretty well. They turn out to be nice, well-adjusted children. But we all have our issues. We are all raised differently.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that is you teach your kid to be quiet all the time though. They could turn out being, get real loud, getting real they could be grow up and be a OnlyFans person, grow up and be a porn star. You could grow up, I don't know, man. That's why you
it
gotta
reminds me. I had a roommate in college who was a porn star.
while you guys are at college. So he's studying and doing porn.
Well, I was studying. He wasn't studying.
Oh, I got you. You're living like an apartment with him.
Yeah.
How'd you find this roommate situation?
We lived in a room in a house. I was apprenticing at Tattoo, and he was always coming in there and just being a fan of what was going on. And
So did you know he was a porn star before you moved in with him?
yeah,
How does one even how did he tell you guys? He's just like, yeah, I do porn. Like,
yeah, basically.
Yeah, I guess you kind of got to be open about it. What do you know what his porn name was? Maybe we don't want to dox him. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
we don't want to
dox
dox
him. All right, yeah. So
it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't even quite remember anyway.
I'm sure he's been on a lot of tips of people's tongues. So what was it like being that guy's roommate?
It was chill. He was
chill.
Yeah. Well, he went to jail one time, our house, because he was on probation, and
Okay.
Our house got stormed into. We shared a room in a house.
Okay.
And the house got stormed into at 8 a.m. and all these police officers came in, and they searched the place and they searched the room and they found a crossbow in the closet. And he wasn't supposed to have any weapons, so they brought him to jail that one time.
I love how a crossbow still counts as a weapon, even though it's
like, what are you gonna do with it?
What are you gonna do? Like shoot a damn deer or shoot Robin Hood? You know what I mean? Like get out of here, Robin Hood, and your band of thieves. Like, so they stormed in. They're looking for weapons. They're looking to like bust this guy, basically.
Yeah.
Had they gotten tipped off by somebody or something, or what was the?
No, it was just a random search.
Wow. So this guy, he knew, he must have known, that's why he was keeping it in the closet. Usually you keep your bow and arrows right out on the front mantle next to your suit of armor and your deer's head, so everyone knows what a great knight you are.
Yeah, that's right. It didn't do him any good either because it was still just right there.
Wow. And he couldn't even get to shoot the cops with it. You know what I mean? He couldn't just...
No, and they...
Fuck you, Robin Hood!
Yeah, it's such a weird, useless piece of weaponry.
So they find it, they arrest him, he goes to jail. Does that mean you have to... Does that mean you get to live by yourself while he's still paying rent? So you're saving money on rent, having a better living situation while he's in jail?
So.
Yeah, that's pretty chill. That's not bad for you.
It wasn't terrible.
Well, how long was he there for?
He was there for a couple weeks, I think.
In the drunk tank, the bow and arrow tank. So
yeah,
you had to go pick him up out of jail?
I did go pick him up, and before I picked him up, even there was like, man, they turned our room upside down, man. It was a mess. I had a video at one point of the whole thing, and it was just a mess.
Like they didn't put your stuff back together?
No. They didn't put our stuff back together.
That's pretty rude.
They weren't polite about it. Yeah.
What if they didn't find anything? Like you just show up, you tear this guy's house up, and then you just leave.
I didn't know that was part of the deal living with this guy.
That's
It's just in shambles.
Dude, you're lucky the cops didn't take a black light out into that guy's room and just, search for evidence that way.
That's
You
true.
might have found some stuff you would not have liked to see.
That's true.
You feel me? The cops are like, oh man, we don't even want to do that.
There's 2 futons in there and his was black. So if they put a black light to it, I don't know what they would have found.
They would have found the damn Sistine Chapel painted on there, dude. They could have found all kinds of things. I guess though, that's the life of a porn star bandit, dude. You got to be ready to just fucking fucking blast some fools with the arrow if they come for you. Do you know why he was on probation to begin with?
I think drug charges. Selling drugs.
Selling Viagra. Big off prescription Viagra dealer, dude. You gotta deliver in that profession. You don't deliver, you get your ass fired, From there.
I don't know how he started.
And then it's probably like you get recruited, right? Like someone sees you or someone asks like, hey, you want to make some money? I don't know. I don't know how people. Well, I guess these days you probably just do it yourself. It's like a YouTube thing. You just film yourself. Everyone's got a camera. This camera technology is real great. You probably just can start your own porn career. You don't need, some sleazy guy. It's like the democratization of the movie industry has probably changed all that, right? You don't need some guy to be like, hey, I like the look of you. You want to come over here and make some money for me? You don't need that guy anymore. You just, go into selfie mode with the, the Snapchat cat filter on your face and you TCOB, take care of business. But dude, that's actually funny is this reminds me, once in LA, I got recruited by a guy who was like an acting agent, and he was just a random guy on the street who, and I would skateboard around in Venice and to get food and stuff. And I, because of my hair, I kind of stick out like a sore thumb. And he sees me and he stops me. He's like, hey, he fucking chased me, bro. Like I was skating and this guy's running after me. Just some middle-aged guy, like straight running after me on the street. And I'm like, yo, like, what's up? That's the point where you pull out the bow and arrow out of your back pocket and you get the back off, ding, ding, but and you gallop away. But he stopped. He's like, hey man, I've seen weird vibe. Like, hey man, I've seen you before. Like I've seen you around here. Like, I like your look. I think you'd be a really good like candidate to be an actor in commercials and all this shit. And I'm like, damn, this is fucking weird. Like, it was a weird vibe, dude. It was a weird middle-aged guy in a polo shirt. And he's like, hey man, here's my card. Like, contact me and we can try to get you an audition for a commercial or whatever. And he lived like right around the corner or something. Very sus vibe, right? But I was like, it's kind of fucking weird. This could be a funny story. So I ended up doing it. I ended up meeting up with this guy and go to his office. Spoiler alert, his office is just his fucking garage. Big, just like red flag nation, bro. This shit is like red flag nation. His office is just his garage. We go back there and the guy's like, all right, so the first part of being an actor is you got to take some headshots. So pull your pants down. No, just kidding. But he did say that. And so he basically, no, he didn't. No. He goes, the part of being an actor is you got to take headshots, right? So look at me. And instead of pulling out, he pulls out a fancy photo, big fancy camera. He's got a big fancy lighting setup. Just kidding. It's in his garage. He pulls out his phone and he just starts taking photos of me with his phone. He's like, all right, now turn to the right. So I turn to the right and he takes a photo of the side of my face and he's like, all right, these pictures turned out great. Now let's discuss like whatever. And so we talked and he's like, have you ever been in commercials before? Here's how this works. Like I get 10% of anything you get. If you're in the commercial, you get money based on how the commercial airs. He explained the whole thing to me. It was shockingly like he seemed like he kind of knew what he was talking about. But it was also just the fact that you're in this guy's garage. He's pulled me off the street. I mean, it's just kind of like, every alarm bell in your head is sort of going off of like, this is a this is very predatorial. It's very weird, very
Super
strange,
weird.
very strange guy too. Like personality, you can tell his personality, something's off, right? Like something, like very like overly friendly guy, and sort of weird guy. Like not a guy you would is very I would describe as chill, very not chill guy. And yeah, I think after that, it was sort of like I left and I went home, and he didn't molest me, which was tight, much appreciated. And he would hit me up about like, hey, can you go to this audition or whatever for this role and shit like that. And I would always have like work, or I was honestly, dude, I was also going through like a lot of health shit at that time, like really bad, worse than usual. So I just didn't have the fucking energy or time or desire to be like an actor in commercials. Like, was definitely not like, yeah, I don't know, man. I was not ready to be on camera.
With those
like,
winning headshots, man, you might have got some work.
Dude, they looked so bad, dude. This is like back when iPhones weren't, I mean, they were always had great cameras, but back before iPhones like looked legit photos. This is like iPhone 6 days, you know what I'm saying? This is like iPhone 5 days where it's like good, but you can tell it's a phone photo. You know what I mean? Like you can tell it's it's a little too blurry. There's not enough, the definition in my face is very weird. So it's been, I eventually had to like tell that guy, I was like, hey man, look, I'm not ready for to do this, and I'm sorry, but
not ready for the big
no,
time.
yeah, dude. I was like, sorry, dude. And he's like, okay, well, let me know. Dude, I saw him at El Pollo Loco once. And I think all we did was sup nod. We didn't say, this is like a year later, we didn't say anything. Very weird, man. Very not I don't know. It was very LA, you tell people about this and they're like, oh Jesus, watch out for this obviously like a child predator. I looked very young too, so it's obviously some kind of child molester guy. But I don't know, man. I could have been a star. I blew it. I wasn't ready for the big time. But yeah, dude, that's life. That's life in Hollywood. That's how you find the next big star. You find them on the street, skating to get El Pollo Loco, which I used to go
I love
to.
that he ran after you.
Dude, yeah, I used to go to El Pollo Loco almost every day when I lived at this one spot, and they knew
gross.
Me. It was honestly, it's just chicken wings. It's not like, it's actually pretty healthy. Like it's just, they're not fried. It's pretty grilled chicken. I'm just going to get grilled chicken every day. Like it was actually pretty healthy. Yeah. Compared to the other things you can get El Pollo Loco, the whatever taquito bowl or whatever kind of shit. They definitely don't have taquito bowls, but you know what I mean. It's not Taco Bell. No Doritos in that meal. No Doritos Locos taco. No
Well, my buddy, I used to drive him, and I remember I drove him to San Diego one time, and he put a bong in the back of my car, and there was like a military checkpoint.
Wow, what'd you do?
I had no choice. I just had to drive through it on the way back, and he paid me like $210 for that drive. And
wow,
yeah, and that's part of how I made money. And on the way back, they stopped me and they flagged us and they pulled us over and they said, "Hey, is this your bong in the car?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it's one of ours. It's not someone else's."
So what'd they do?
They're like, "All right, well, thanks for being honest." And I think they just let me off with a warning.
Warning: don't drive with a bong around a military base. You could get, you could, I don't know.
You get a ticket, you get arrested.
Yeah, you get it, you might get too high while you're driving and go GTA into the military base, You ever try to go into the military base in GTA and it's just like you try to get the planes before they blow you up?
I might have tried that.
You ever tried in real life? Way more fun, way more consequential. So how much money is this guy making a shoot if you're getting 200 fucking bucks to drive him? I mean, he's
probably making like 1,000.
Yeah, dude, he's getting fucking rich. Wow. Did he ever tell you about
I don't think he was getting rich by any means.
I mean, if he was really dedicated to the craft, he could have gone, if he's gonna get,
Sometimes he would get only like $200 and he would pay me 50.
those are the days where he's doing just normal. He's
like a-
doing like a normal girl, just girl.
No,
vanilla.
that's just like a photo shoot. If he's doing something like on video, he's probably getting at least 500.
Yeah, but the 500 days, he's not doing anything crazy. When they pay him 1,000, he's because he got to do an old lady or, some kind of
No,
guy.
I think one of the times he got 1,000, he had a threesome with 2 girls.
What a great day for that guy.
Yeah.
And then you get paid 200 to drive him. And what's up with this guy now? Are you guys still close?
No, he's in Las Vegas now.
He moved.
They
probably have less restrictive crossbow laws there.
They probably do.
What's his deal? He's still doing the same thing?
I don't know. I think he's doing similar things.
We'll get on Google and
weird now.
Search is go on Google Images, turn safe search off, and type in his name and see if you can find.
I think he's doing some escort things now.
Oh, so he's just private.
Yeah.
He's not about putting it out there. He's about creating a experience.
A warm atmosphere for older ladies.
Dude, I mean, you're an old lady. You go to Vegas. What are you doing? You go to the slots, I guess. Go to the slots. Spend your earnings on old Robin Hood men in tights. There, you come up on a cool 1,000. Whew. What else you can spend it on, man?
That's right.
Happy Grandma's Day. That's not a day.
There should be a day.
Yeah, dude. Go out for your morning walk at the park. Go to Vegas, hit the slots. Go hang out with Harris's roommate. Try to not to get shot by the crossbow. The grannies don't pay up. It's like robs from the rich, give to the poor, dude. Dude, did you know there's people in Las Vegas that live underground, like in the sewers and shit?
I've seen that.
How crazy is that, dude?
It's really crazy.
How bad at gambling do you got to be to end up living in a damn sewer? Like, you got to really make some bad calls, dude. You got to really...
Oh, yeah, and you got to continue to make those bad calls.
Yeah, that's like worse than normal luck, plus the hard work of pushing through past the uncomfortable point of admitting you have a gambling problem to the... I got to go live in a sewer. Like, I'm out. But, if I live in the sewer, catch the coins that fall through the grates or whatever, go swimming in the fountain, take out some of the coins. You could go to the slot machine and you could hit it big one day, dude. You could live in the top of the Luxor, at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing.
You got to keep, it's just such a metaphor for like the American dream. You know what I mean? What a great little image. It's like a guy living in a sewer and he's like, if I just keep working hard to randomly throw away my money into a machine, maybe one day I'll make it out of this damn sewer.